Altadena? It's me, Isabel, the teen librarian, and I'm here in my home kitchen, and I am getting ready to introduce you to Nom Nom Club 2.0, socially distant Nom Nom Club. Are you ready? If you are just joining Nom Nom Club for the first time, this is a long-standing Altadena teens tradition where we get together and we make amazing food. We are not physically getting together this time, but we are still together in spirit, and we are still together in the love for deliciousness. So, this is the video. I'm gonna walk you guys through how to make one of my favorite recipes, and then you can follow along at home. If you have managed to pick up one of our limited supply of ingredient boxes, awesome, congratulations. You have everything you need already to make this dish. If you do not have one of the ingredient boxes, absolutely no worries. Just watch the video. For September Nom Nom Club, we are gonna be making a dish called Cacio e Pepe, which is Italian for cheese and pepper. That's really all there is to it, cheese and pepper. This is basically a sort of like fancied up, gussied up version of mac and cheese. I mean, cheese, pasta, we literally cannot go wrong with it. You just can't, it's amazing, it's delicious. Cacio e Pepe is like a great recipe if you are having like a socially distant picnic at the park with your friends, or you want to impress your family or whatever, and you're like, let me show you. I made this dish, you might never have heard of it. It's called Cacio e Pepe. I remember literally where I was the first time I had this. It's that good. And they're gonna taste it and they're gonna think you are amazing, and you are amazing because you made it. I'm gonna show you how to make it. You've always been amazing. We're gonna upgrade the amazingness to cheese and pepper level amazingness. Ingredients, what do you need? I have 5 ingredients for this recipe. That's it. It's so amazingly easy, and you don't have to go out and get a bunch of fancy stuff. You need pasta. It's the most important part, maybe. I mean, they're all really important parts, but you gotta have the pasta, otherwise it's just cheese. I mean, well, cheese is fine. I love spaghetti. It's my favorite. You can do angel hair, thin spaghetti, linguine if you want to. I recommend spaghetti, but it is your own adventure. Pepper. I think that this recipe is best if you are using fresh cracked black pepper, so grinder action. But if you have already ground pepper, that's totally fine. You just might want to maybe use a little bit more of it so that you get a really nice peppery flavor, because the pepper is one of the best parts. Cheese. All right, I got some tips for you about the cheese. I recommend that you go out and you get some Romano. You could use Parmesan or Asiago. I really think that Romano is the best. I've made this recipe before. Romano is where it's at. I also recommend that you get the block. Don't get the pre-shredded. I mean, you can get the pre-shredded. Again, you can do kind of whatever you want. But I really recommend the block of cheese because it is less likely to have preservatives in it. And in my experience, when I've made this with the pre-shredded cheese that has preservatives in it to keep it fresh, the cheese like doesn't integrate into the pasta as well. It kind of makes this big clump of cheese at the bottom of the pot, and that's not what you want. So that's why I like to look for Romano block, and I check the ingredients. I make sure it doesn't have anything weird in it. And then there you go, you're good to go. The last ingredient, it's really optional. I love a garnish. So I got some curly parsley. I'm gonna chop it up, I'm gonna put it on top. I think it's great. You can do flat leaf too. Curly leaf was just what they had at the store. Then you need water to boil your pasta in. I got my big pot over here. It's already cooking away. And that's kind of it. You need some salt too if you want to salt it, but really, pasta, cheese, pepper, bare minimum. That is all you need. In terms of equipment, kitchen tools that you'll need, you'll have your big spaghetti pot. I like a big bowl. I like a smaller bowl. Cheese grater, and then your little pasta scoop. If you have tongs, even better. I don't have tongs, I just have this pasta scooper. And that's really all you need. So let's get cooking. First thing you do, put a big pot of water on the oven, stove. Don't put it in the oven. Put it on the stove. I salt your pasta water once it is boiling, not before it is boiling. So that's a big pot. It's gonna take a minute to boil, which is great, because in the meantime, I am gonna go to town on this block of cheese and shred it up. Honestly, I don't really have a measurement here for you. I would say at least a cup, but if you want it extra cheesy, keep going, honestly. Like, I might shred this whole block of cheese. I don't know, we'll see what happens. And then the pepper, once you've shredded up the cheese, you're gonna grind the pepper into the cheese and mix it around. This is my own recipe adapted from a friend who taught me how to make cacio e pepe. There are other ways of doing it. If you Google it online, there are different sort of methods to it. This is the one that I like, and I'm gonna lead you in the right direction, trust me. All right, I'm back. I put my hair up because it is really hot in this kitchen. Summertime in California. It's sweltering. Okay, so my pasta water started boiling. I salted the heck out of it. You wanna salt that pasta water until it tastes like the ocean. I know that seems extreme, but trust me, your pasta's not gonna be disgusting. Your pasta's not gonna taste like the ocean, but you really want that water super, super salty. So salted it, put my pasta in. I did about half the box. For cacio e pepe, I like my pasta a little al dente, which means like a little right before it's done cooking, so it's like a little, still got a little chewiness to it. I think that's like 10 minutes or something for spaghetti. So we're gonna check it in a minute. Then I grated my cheese and added my pepper. So this is what it looks like. This is like, it's like half the bowl or something like that. I actually did a mix of like fresh cracked pepper from my grinder and pre-ground pepper, because I got tired of grinding. I don't know, just mix it up. And I used about half that block of cheese. Here, I'll show you guys a close-up of sort of what the consistency and then combination looks like. All right, there she is. I got my bowl. See, it's like pretty peppery. I don't know. You just gotta feel it out for your taste buds. I like it really peppery, so maybe I went a little overboard, but that's life, you know? I'm gonna see how it tastes. All right, and so now while my pasta's finally finished cooking, I'm gonna chop up some beautiful parsley. All right, so I chopped up my parsley. Pasta should be done in just a couple minutes. I wanted to let you know what I'm gonna do when the pasta's done though, because it's gonna be a little hard to film it at the same time. So for cacio e pepe, I don't like to drain my pasta, because what I do is I take my big bowl and I'm gonna use my pasta spoon and I'm gonna scoop the pasta into the bowl. The reason being is because I wanna keep a little bit of that cooking water with the pasta. So the water that the pasta cooks in, the pasta releases all of the starch, and that water, the starchy pasta water, is really important. It's really good. It helps bind the cheese to the pasta. So it helps just like, it helps it all stick together better. This is like a pasta tip that is really game-changing in a lot of other recipes as well. Save some of that pasta water. If I am gonna drain pasta, I'll like take a cup or something and I'll scoop out a little, and then like before I add my pasta to my sauce, I'll add a little bit of water in it. I keep doing this. Well, I'm making pasta, you know? But yeah, the cooking water is important. For cacio e pepe, I just like to use a spoon and scoop it as opposed to like draining and then doing the cup of it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my pasta in here, and then I'm gonna start to add my cheese and pepper mixture and start to I'm gonna incorporate it pretty slowly because it's gonna start melting and I don't want it to get clumpy. So I'm gonna start incorporating that slowly and stirring it up. And I'll try to show you what that looks like. So every time that I make cacio e pepe, I will say, for some reason or another, at the bottom of the bowl, the mixing bowl, I always get like a big clump of like pepper cheese. It's kind of weird. I don't know if like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what a real Italian chef would tell me I'm doing wrong, but it always happens. But I don't let it get to me, you know? I just try to, bit by bit, just like let it go, stir it up real fast. I think that it's adding the cheese super slowly. If you add it all at one time, then you're gonna get, I think then when you get that clump, I also think that's why just having the pasta be wet, but not with a lot of water, also helps. Just sort of prevents all of that cheese from just congealing at the bottom. It's not really pretty, but the pasta still tastes great. If the pasta's done well, it's gonna taste cheesy, it's gonna taste like bright and sharp and peppery. We're gonna put a little parsley on top. I keep doing it. This recipe is so easy. It's, like I said, minimum 3 ingredients: pasta, cheese, pepper. You can add a little fun garnish if you want to. Sometimes I put some like sliced avocado on this. It's good the next day too. It's so easy to make, but it feels really fancy, you know? Like it feels like you're a fancy Italian chef. So I hope that you guys like it. I hope that you all like it. I hope that it inspires you to keep making it again and again. Make it for your family, make it for your friends. Become a real pro at it. I'm not a real pro at it. So if you become a real pro, let me know. Teach me how to avoid this cheese clump, because it's always here. It's staring at me right now. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat my pasta while it's still hot. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I am so happy to be doing Nom Nom again, but socially distant. If you have ideas of some fun recipes you maybe like to see in the future, send me a DM on Instagram or something at Altadena Teens. Post it in the comments here. Always looking for new recipes to try. I love cooking, and I love cooking with the teens in Altadena. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope your pasta came out really good. I'm really excited to try mine. All right, bon appetit!